Happy holidays, people. Today's question. Kind of an open-ended one. How's my heart doing? So a little bit of health related today. How is my heart doing? So, where'd my pen go? Oh, I just put it down. All right. So the question. How's my heart doing? So this one is health related, obviously. Heart, health, could be related to some fitness. Usually a measure of how healthy. It's usually doing, there's like a measure associated with it. Data you have for the measurement, you have BPM. Yeah, pressure. In the BPMs, you have irregularities. Usually you get these from a chart. Usually a number. All of these are involved with the heart. So it's pretty open-ended. And how is, it's really, once again, it's a measure of health, but it's also could be assumed by how do I feel, or normal. So, another thing about normal, usually you have a range associated with it. And when in the range, usually a BPM associated with it. Normal can usually be seen on a chart. So, question works really well together. So how are we going to answer this? So I'm thinking something, looking for an exercise here. I don't want to do something involving pain points because, that would be kind of funny, pain points in the question of heart. But you can do something, my initial reactions are, in relation to heart health, is you have activities, this can be sports, workouts, things that would change heart health. And at the end of the day, you might just want to know, healthy, yes or no. Once again, this is all within the normal range expected or something like that. So, Let's see. You have the classic charts. You can see these in like Apple Health. Usually you have ranges of how your heart's beating, time, BPM. But if you want to get a straight answer, probably need to come up with the correct question. So maybe how's my heart doing isn't the correct kind of question. Maybe it needs to change to am I healthy? Well, am I healthy is a little bit too general. Too general. You can't ask something like, am I good? Because that's just simply not specific enough. This is more of an exercise, it looks like today, in asking the right questions so we can get the correct answer. So maybe when someone asks how's my heart doing, you want to hear something involving the answer normal. So if we go back to how's my heart doing, maybe we can have normal, see a doctor. And that's the range that we're looking for here. So in between normal and see doctor, maybe there's some things that we can plot out, and by plotting these things out we'll be able to help better answer a question of how our heart's doing. Looking for adjectives here. Let's see doctor. I'm thinking something like irregular. I'm not a cardiologist, so I'm not really sure. I'm just looking for words that might help me answer this question better. Bad. Bad might actually mean see doctor. You can have something like okay, but questionable. Or maybe we scrap this. And go by numeric scale. You have 1 to 5, 1 to 10. I think 1 to 10 is probably better because we can do something involving user input. And someone who's feeling 3 out of 5 or the heart being rated 3 out of 5, it's 2 in the middle. We want a little bit more specificity. Just pulling stuff from the brain here. Nothing too serious right now. So let's see. How much lower can I write than you can see? You can actually probably see all the way bottom. Okay. So what do we do? The question: how's my heart doing? And then we have either a chart, scale over time, combo of data, and all of this will help us. Let's move these over here. All of this right here will give us heart rating. Trademark. Okay, so how's my heart doing? All the way at the top here. Maybe this question can be answered with a heart rating. That's kind of cool. And some further information. Heart rating. Let's do 1 to 10. I'll call this a score. And from here, this involves combination of user data entries. Manual input. This needs a bit more research. And then after that you have heart passive data. So this is computer / handheld / watch data collected at select interval or request. So this would be like differences that every time you open the app or the scoring thing, you could enter a manual input about how you're feeling, 1 to 10 score. And then heart passive data, we have the watch, the handheld, the phone. Some phones can get heart rate. Computer, forgot the R. Or your watch while you're running, exercising or not. This is just data that collects passively on a chart of some sort. So, yeah, well, that's kind of cool. So let's see what this would look like. I'll leave that blank. This is all about heart rating. TM, trademark. I think that's cute. So, how do I want this to work? What do I want to sprint on? Let's do the manual enter score part. I like that. Okay, so you have a 1 to 10 score on heart health / feeling. Remember, you know your heart probably better than most people, so it's good to know that. Let's see. So you have. Let's try and make a little flow out of this. Let's see. Where's the top corner? I want to stick that there. It's weird, we have this all at a angle, but I can always angle this paper straight. Let's point it over here. Alright, there we go. So, we're going to go with this information here on the heart rating process that we broke down, and let's see if we can get a flow going. Okay, so, open select app. We call this heart health app. You know, iPhone has this. Heart rating. TM, because it's cute. And let's say you want to just, I don't know, see your HR or heart rate data. This is a normal thing to do. I like to do it sometimes just to see it. For example, on the health app. But then you want to ask yourself the question, how's my heart doing? Or you probably start things off by asking this. Yeah, let me write that down differently. Not heart. How's my heart doing? That's not how you write doing. Total normal question to ask. Okay, so question in the circle. We have the actions of you in the squares. Computer data will be in rounded or no, pointed rectangles. Yeah, all right, anyway, how's my heart doing? So, open the select app, whatever, see your heart rate, etc. But we want to see how we're feeling. We want to enter how we're feeling. So, maybe there is an icon or icon press for heart rating. Or maybe there is something like a question, a prompt, or a dialogue pop up. Dialogue pop up for heart rating. And for example, maybe for the dialogue for heart rating, it asks the question too, like, how are you feeling? Or maybe, this is the computer doing this, so these need to be, yes, remember, continuity, James. Or maybe it even asks you something like, how is your heart doing? You know, just trying to experiment with this in the flow. And you can either, from here you have a scale of numbers to press. We'll put this in the box because you'll probably press that. Or when I ask you how you're feeling, you could say something like good, bad, or somewhere in between, which could probably be drawn as good, bad, between. And this is going to be on some sort of slider or meter. Once again, when you do the flow like this, we do it so we can expand our thinking about what it's actually going to look like. These little writing experiments quickly turn into pictures in the head, and then you can draw with it. So, how are you feeling? Good, bad, in between, slide a meter. After you press the heart rating thing, maybe either one of these things can happen. I really like the scaled numbers, but I also really like the slider. I feel like probably a combo of sorts will allow us to get the better result. So you could get something that looks like this. And you can move it left and right. And then etc. You have 10. Maybe there's a hash for each one, I don't know. Hopefully you don't ever answer 1 or 10, that would be very bad. So, after you've selected good, bad, slider, in between, whatever, numerical value, or you have a level of smiley faces, for example, scaled numbers to press. I'm going to put a little in the parenthesis, weird jagged box. Smiley faces, question mark, and we'll do a wavy thing here. From here, you know, you got your smiley faces because maybe you have all the way from frowny face to happy face, and in between you have, you know, flat face. So you have bad, all the way to flat, all the way to happy. And you know, this is the scale. 1, 5, 10, etc. Just an idea. So from here, that's funny to look at. Your data would be stored. We'll just continue down here. Data stored in chart, or it could be sent to doc. This is something the computer handles. Wow, that is not how you draw that, James. Scale numbers press combined between your entries are in boxes, data that the computer handles is in diagonal. And then if it's bad, for example, bad answer. If you put in a bad answer, maybe it'll, actually we'll put in a bad answer. This is something you put in. Maybe it will prompt call 911. Computer does this. And you can call. Or, bad answer, agents will call emergency. Could be pretty bad. Boom. So yeah, I'm just trying to iterate through all the possible outcomes that this could have. None of them are extremely, you know, we're just trying to flex the brain a little bit. So then, if it's good answer. Good answer. You know, check. Nice. Whatever, nothing to worry about. Yeah. Okay, so what do we want to draw out? I would like to draw something out. This is kind of cool. There's a lot of screens, a lot of options, a lot of dialog boxes. I won't make it too big, but I would like to sketch one of these things out. Let's see. Select the app, no. See your heart rate, no. Actually, maybe we have like a current currently scanning. Maybe I could draw that. So like as you open it, it's currently scanning. Icon to press for the heart rating, or the dialogue pop up. I definitely want to do that. In design terms, we call this a modal. On web, you'll see it'll pop up and it'll contain options, whatever. It's semi pop-up, but pop-ups are usually associated with advertising. We don't like that. Ask you how you're feeling, etc. And then let's do like the good, bad, in between slider. Smiley face is cute, but I don't think it works. So we'll just do this. Slider selector. All right, cool. So filling out this page is a lot more. I like this. So we have, let's have the landing page. We'll call it the currently scanning. And you know, you got your phone screen. You land on the web page. You land in your respective health app. We'll just call it the health app. Not the Apple Health app, because they'll sue anyone who uses that name, but etc. You have your heart rate data. Some are low, some are high. This is time. And this is BPM, etc. And then you have, you know, times recorded. So you have like 6:09 p.m. and it'll say like 60 BPM. Not much to do here. This would be the most recent one, so if we go back in time, we could say like 4 p.m. This could say, I don't know, 80 BPM, etc., 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 down below. And from here, you've opened it, maybe somewhere in between this dialogue here. We're going to have a currently scanning. Or maybe we could have up here. And I like up here because you can almost make it like an informational piece as an accessory, so that while the app is open, you get like a, I'm thinking something, you know, you have in your box. I'm thinking something like obviously the heart icon, or maybe the heart icon with the background. But I really want to do something like, let's standardize this. I want to do something like a pulse. That, you know, 1, 2, 3. And these are the scenes or status or process. So you can see in the top right at all times you have the icon going across. And this will loop animation. And with this loop animation, you show currently scanning. And within that, if you want to improve this farther, you can do something like, you know, open it up. Something 1, 2, 3. You know, you have your screens that go across. Show the process, show how it cycles through, etc. Okay, so I like this idea. Let's take it in the top right. And when it's in the top right, it's currently scanning. Maybe you have a wearable watch, or it's embedded somehow in the fingerprint scanner. Yeah. So it's currently happening, currently scanning. Okay, so that's kind of cool. After this currently scanning, we have the dialogue module. Maybe we can fix all this on one page. So you have the dialogue module. And you have the modal. Currently scanning. Dot, dot. You get a pop-up. So this is a pop-up, aka modal. Nice. And from here, you want to take the same screen. You probably still see how that. You have your little thing happening up here. But over. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Modal's going to be about this big. And everything else behind it, we can crop out. And I'll do some really cool illustration tricks that you guys will like. That make it so that as a sketch, you can trick the people what they're seeing to make you think that this thing is actually in front. So a little tip here. You have your modal that you want to show is in front of the other stuff. If you shade behind it, so you cover over it, okay, so now it's obviously it's more important, but then you can do another trick where you can shade along the sides like this. Give it some actual height off the surface you're drawing it. And here, now not only is it in front, but it pops up and off. It's actually very cool. Little pen tip for you. Okay, so you have the modal, and inside the modal we'll probably say something. What did we say? How are you feeling? How is your heart doing? I think going by how are you feeling is probably better than how is your heart doing. We'll go with heart. And when you have this, how are you feeling down here? It's more of a personal question. How is your heart doing? It seems a little too scientific. I'm sure there's plenty of research to answer to justify each one, but once again, this is just an exercise. And your answer, we want to leave enough room below. You want either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can do something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can put these in circles. Don't want a fat finger though, so we could do something like 1 to 10. We could have 2, 5, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you can have a slider. You can go back and forth. I kind of like this idea. And then you have your hash marks. And then you have, what else from here? What else could we do to show some sort of scale? Once again, you have the smiley faces, but this just seems, I don't know. I just don't think this one's that easy. You know, this is you could have something as simple as good or bad. Probably want them flipped. So you see good first, then bad. Maybe want them in squares. You'd also do something like, I feel, all the way from bad to good. I like this and numbers, so let's combine the two. Let's do something like bad, good, and then say okay. This is 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need another one. All right, not evenly spaced, but you get the idea. Okay, so you have good to bad. Then these entries here. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of answers my question. So you have your good to bad scale. And then from here, you can drag your slider, wherever the hell you want. Slider. And you can choose your enter, how you feel. And then from there, as we said, you have data stored in chart. And then you have all the way from good to bad. These are answers. And then from here, further action. Emergency. No emergency. Also known as A. Okay. So yeah, a little bit different camera angle today. But anyways, this has been James Explains, answering the question, how's my heart doing? This was a fun one. If you're celebrating the holidays, happy holidays. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.